Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DRW Radio 89. I am here live with a special guest. The eFed world knows him. He's a very famous eFed wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Chris DeLeon. DeLeon, you are a man of...
You said it right.
Yes, I did.
Said it right.
Yes, I did. You are a man of, like, a couple famous gimmicks. The Fosters? I believe that's you, Jim Foster. Yes, you got a few other ones that I don't know of.
Sid Foster.
Sid Foster, Jim Foster. I met you when you were Jim Foster over in WWC, I believe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jim Foster. Kurt Hennig was the pick rep, wasn't it? Mr.
Yes.
Perfect? Yes. That was a great... I thought you as Jim Foster, too.
They are
class.
They are retired to the eFed retirement home now.
The retirement home, rocking away in the rocking chairs, eh?
Yeah.
VTech was a resident there for a while.
Yes, he was.
So,
and now he's come out of retirement.
I'm going to ask you some tough questions. I mean, are you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm shooting from the hip here.
I'm on the receiving end, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot from the hip here, because not a whole lot of DRW people know who you are. Because a lot of the DRW originals were WRP rejects, so they really weren't, around in the eFed world. But I'm starting to get, eFed people in there and actually making it a legit eFed. I think I quoted Mia the other day for saying that DRW is just getting too big for her. So if it's getting too big for me, I'm doing something right. I guess. A couple days ago, some stuff happened in the eFed world, kind of shook the landscape. You and VTech had a little bicker back and forth. VTech was running his mouth, and you kind of called him out on it. Give us your point of view on what happened.
My point of view is that VTech is very smart, very, very smart. For his years in the eFed world, he has garnered knowledge that takes most people way longer. This is not a bad thing, but I think that VTech is very manipulative, and that works well in the eFed world. You have to manipulate to get your way in the eFed world. I've been doing this since 2002, so you have to manipulate a little bit. You kind of hope you don't have to, but every once in a while you have to kind of put someone's hands in the fire to get your way, and I think that VTech has learned how to do that. He's also got the I don't give a fuck attitude, which doesn't work with guys like me. Doesn't work with guys like some of my good friends, Nikki Nightmare and James Knight. Doesn't work with those guys. Because we want it to be fun. And like a lot of people, we want it to be fun. But some people just... I was on a power trip for a little while, so I understand. As Jim Foster, I was on a power trip. As Chris DeLeon, I was on a power trip. And then Christian Rainey actually kind of leveled me out a little bit and told me that I needed to stop putting myself over so much, and I did. And now here we are, and I feel like, that I've learned a lot from a lot of the rookies, people that I don't consider rookies anymore. Like Christian Rainey, I don't consider him a rookie anymore. That guy has won every title that he could, and he's earned it. I feel like, Christian Rainey is the future. There's nobody else that I can really put on my finger on the pulse of eFed wrestling and say that they're the future, because it's Christian Rainey.
That's been the title "The Future" has been used a lot to describe a lot of various eFed wrestlers. Lately, it was Rainey, and now it's Aaron Youngblood. Both guys, good friends of mine. Rainey, hell of a cat in the ring, hell of a cat on the mic. The dude has amazing mic work. Aaron has amazing mic work. They talk the shit, they back it up in the ring. Both former world champions. Aaron's the current undisputed champion in DRW. Rainey making his return June 21st. Not for long. Not for long.
Aaron, just know that I will eventually come for you, and I will eventually get in the ring with you, and eventually that title will be on the line, And I may not win it the first time. I may not win it the second time. I may not win it the third time. It may take me 10 times, but I will take that title from you.
I wanna get your thoughts on an E-Fed wrestler as we're talking about the E-Fed wrestlers. Miguel Roderick, he stood up for VTech and he took the war in his own hands and he fired a couple shots at you, and now he's looking.
He apologized this morning.
Oh, did he? Did he?
Yes, he sure did. And then I don't remember what I said, but I basically told him that the die has been cast.
July 26th, night one of Renegade's Way, De Leon versus Miguel Roderick.
Yes. Yes.
You know, Miguel, he's smart, but he's stupid.
Go ahead.
Miguel's smart, but he's stupid.
I hope that Miguel understands that it's nothing personal for me. It's E-Fed wrestling. It's a chance for me to be creative. Pause and edit. Go away! I'll be right out! Continue.
Okay.
I think that, you know, Miguel did something that you don't do. You don't fire shots out of character. You know? You don't, and I know I'm breaking the E-Fed fourth wall here.
Oh, you're good.
Cabana, how you doing? But you don't, like, if I have something personal, like, and I want to touch on this too, Joey versus Connor. If I have something against Connor, I will talk to Connor one-on-one. I don't have a problem. De Leon doesn't even know Chris Zero is. Like, not that he doesn't have, like, he's not aware of, but it's not like they have a relationship.
Yeah.
As far as Chris De Leon's concerned, Chris Zero is a guy that's paying his bills right now.
You know,
but I wanted to touch on something real quick.
Yeah.
I said something to Miguel today, and I said it to VTech, and I hope everybody listens to me. Yes, my real name is Joey. Okay, that is a privilege in the E-Fed world to call me Joey. If I tell you don't call me Joey, Miguel can't call me Joey, and VTech can't call me Joey. That is a privilege. You know what I'm saying? Don't call me by my real name. You don't know me like that. You don't know me as Joey. You know me as Joey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you met me as Jim Foster, so Chris De Leon's kind of, you know, whoa, wait a minute, who's this guy? Oh, he's Jim Foster, and now you've talked to me one-on-one as Joey.
Yeah.
You know, and that's, but, you know, he did something that you don't do. You just don't do that. Like, if I have a problem with somebody on a personal level, out of character, I take it up with that person in an inbox. Like, for example, Amelia Andrade, I don't like you. Period. At all. Zero. None. I don't, you know, he's not the future of shit. He's not a heel. He's not good. He's not nothing. He's nobody. But I've taken those problems up with him personally, you know, and I don't like him. He knows I don't like him, and, you know, he's done nothing for me, and he's done nothing for the E-Fed world. That's for another day.
You know, I think people have got what E-Fed is all wrong again, you know, because, like, when I started E-Fedding, you know, one of my good friends, Michael Parker, who I grew up with, people know him as TMP. I actually grew up with this guy. Like, I know him personally, like, outside of E-Fedding. And he inboxed me one day on Facebook. He's like, "You're a huge wrestling fan, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do love wrestling." He's like, "Your biggest dream is to become a professional wrestler, right?" I'm like, "Of course." He sends me a link to this E-Fed called TNA Impact Wrestling, and this is back in 2009, like at the end of 2009. And I look at it, and I see it, and, you know, like, to me, E-Fedding was always, if this is your dream, this is one way to live your dream out. Like, to create your own character, be creative, and to be able to have fun. And then, you know, somewhere along the line, E-Fedding lost its way. Came with corruption and arrogance, egos, and everything. I mean, it's kind of like how the wrestling business is, but You know, we're not getting paid to do this. Nobody's getting paid to cut a promo. We do this because this is what we like to do. I brought the podcasts in because it's interesting.
It's supposed to be fun. You know, I was talking to James Knight yesterday, and he said that he's going to cut a promo to get a fake title around his fake wrestling waist. You know, I'm not. You know, that's why I'm kind of against video promos. You're not Chris Zero when you're on the video. I'm not Chris DeLeon when I'm on the video. Yeah. You know, you're Connor and I'm Joey. I mean,
there's people that try to embrace their characters through the video. Rainey, he has his character down so good. That dude is Rainey, just like that. Because Christian Rainey is Christian Rainey. Like, that's his character.
He's the kid.
He's the kid. Be kid or go home.
Yeah. And, oh gosh, I love that guy. I love, you know, and another guy that I love who just completely fell off and just kind of just completely lost his way. It just makes you so sad. And I'm going to talk about it. Nate Faber. Nate Faber just, I mean, that kid, you knew I was going to bring him up.
I knew.
I love that kid so much.
Okay, I mean, I've stuck my neck out for him.
He's, I mean, from what I hear, he's been a total dick lately.
He has.
Some fucked up shit about people and to people. And I kind of know, like, the whole, you know, depression thing and the anger thing, because I'm bipolar, you know, and I think...
Well, you know, I'm bipolar, but...
You know, there's no excuse to say the shit that he says, but have you ever, and I'm asking this to anybody who's listening, including you, have you ever seen this kid on a good day when
you know what I mean? And we've talked.
He cuts a promo?
Yeah, we've talked, and, like, he's a pretty cool guy. Like, we've Skyped till, like, 6 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And, like, I love his characters. Justin Blackwood was my favorite character of his. Because, like, he caught me into the character. Like, he gave me a whole backstory, and we talked about our characters. And I really opened up to him as he opened up to me. And, like, it wasn't the fact that he shot on me. I'm used to it by now. I've been doing this for 6 years now. I'm used to being shot on. I get shot on at least once a week. It's nothing new to me. But... like, for him to say what he did to my buddy Jay, for him to say what he said to me, and granted, some people have their personal opinions about me, and Mia throws herself in there, that's a shoot for a different day. But, Nate, really, okay, that would be like saying that stuff to you, Joey. You would be like, you're totally crossing the line, back up. And Jay warned him, like, Jay said nothing offensive to him, and then Nate just said what he said. I mean... I love Nate. I love the characters. I love how he is to the business. But at the same time, when there's Nate, there's drama. Because eventually he's going to get bored and he's going to want to create something.
Are you following me on Twitter?
I am following you on Twitter now.
Okay, just making sure. Ah, there you are. Are we live?
We are live. We are live.
No way. We're live.
We are live on Spreaker.com.
Wow, I just saw your tweet, dude, and I retweeted it.
It goes right to my Twitter, right to my YouTube.
Awesome. So can you tell how many people are listening right now?
No, it tells me afterwards. If somebody comments, it goes to this little button down here, but nobody's commented yet.
Yeah.
I know VTech's listening because in the Skype chat that I'm in with him, he said he was listening. So VTech's a for sure listener.
Good. So he knows. Just because we're live, I mean, just know. I have no problem with Dominic Rifle. Actually, I don't know. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's been mixed. You know, he's mixed VTech and Dominic.
I have my mixed emotions about VTech.
I mean, here's the thing is that I you know, and it's not just because he's listening, but his name was brought up. The guy, like I said, he's so smart. He's so smart, and he manipulates in a good way, and he manipulates in bad ways.
Yeah.
And if he could stop playing favorites, I did it for a long time. You know, I did do it. I did. I was very manipulative. I did it. I put myself over. Fuck putting anybody else over. I put myself over. You know? I mean, I beat Kevin Steen, John Congreve as Jim Foster for the Hardcore.
You gotta bring up Kevin Steen, huh? You gotta bring up Kevin Steen.
No, I'm talking about Kevin Steen, the character. And
I know. Just I'm a big Kevin Steen and Owens fan.
I like him too. But the thing is like, if we can stop doing all this, my Fed's better than your Fed, my Fed's better than your Fed, everybody's in this, everybody's in every single Fed, everybody's in every single Fed. You're in DRW, you're in EWC, you're in
HOPW, you're in Gold Rush Wrestling. It's just
that's why I'm starting to cut down.
Now, see, like, I do agree with one thing VTech said. EWC, DRW, and HOPW are the three biggest feds right now, E-Fedding. But at the same time, now there's like other stuff coming up, like straight RP, WRP, and as much as I don't want to say it on my podcast because I hate the thing in general, sex RP, then it's annoying. It's something that needs to be stopped, but it is something that's coming back up. And most of the time it's WRP people doing it. But
I remember when that was like
the hottest thing.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It was.
Did it for a while.
No, like there was people that would like come into my group and do it, and like my number one rule is no sex. Like, don't do that stuff publicly. Like, in your inbox, whatever. But don't do it in my group. It's right. Annoying. It's bad. It makes me look bad.
Well, I think, I think that if we can stop playing like, my company's better than yours, and I gotta be the hot shot. I tried a long time ago to get, and it never worked out. I tried to get all the Fed owners together and have one person run the company, me, only because I'm a veteran, and then like have a board of directors, like, hey, you book this week, you book that week, and you have 2 shows a week and a big super show. But everybody's got an ego. Everybody has to run their own show. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I did it. I've done it. I'm speaking from experience.
Like,
and like if you Donald, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, freaking Disciple of Metal. The guy's intelligent. He really has a knack for the whole, E-Fed thing. He can cut a hell of a promo when he wants to. Nate Faber, Christian Rainey, Billy Thornbury, VTech.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but still, if I could get all you guys to quit having this pissing contest.
See, that's why I mean,
all you guys together, we could take over E-Fedding with one company.
See, I backed off for a while, but like I could probably never shut DRW down. It's not because it's not a pissing contest thing. It's more of a, this is like my thing. Like, DRW came about with a disagreement I had with some other guy who I'm not going to bring up because he hates me, so I'm not even going to try to open up that can of worms again. I had a disagreement with him, and I was like, look, dude, run your company the way you do. I'm out. I'm going to make my own. I made my own, straight up thought it was going to last 3 months. I'm standing here almost 2 years later running one of the hottest feds on Facebook. Now, I've never had a problem with people coming in and being like, hey, dude, you mind if we fuse companies? Dude, let's do it. I like the business. I want to help it out. I want it to be a hot thing. I want, like, if Dominic came to me today saying, hey, dude, I'm shutting down HOPW, but I want to have, like, an HOPW brand in DRW, I'd be like, let's do this, dude. If Zach came to me today, EWC and HOPW are shutting down, let's have an HOPW and EWC brand in DRW. Let's do it. Let's monopolize and let's come together.
Well, that is another thing is that I'm not going to talk like Hulk Hogan, brother, but I'm just going to say that I have had this plan for years. Okay? Now, everybody who's anybody has heard me talk about the faction.
Yeah.
Now, I've revealed one member today. One member. Now, the faction, as you know, it doesn't exist anymore because that plan's kind of been put to the side because, quite frankly, some people are tired of it, and it's something that I want to see happen, but I can't make the faction work. in every single Fed.
Yeah.
I can drop a member here, drop a member here, drop a member there. You know, EWC, finishing up my commitments in EWC because of a conversation that I had with you, I think it was last night. No disrespect to VTech, and no disrespect to Zach, but EWC and HOPW are the same company.
It was me and you who had that discussion.
Yes. I felt that way, and when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and drop EWC. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my thing, and I'm gonna have a match with Tavin at the 1 year anniversary, which I'm really excited about because I like Tavin. The kid beat me, so of course I want another match with him. You know, I'm gonna, you know, kind of feel things out at HOPW, and I'd like to see things work out there. I'm not counting on it. IWC, I really like IWC, the whole vibe that's going on there. It's very simple.
Is that the Insomniatic wrestling thing?
No, it's like a tweet based.
Oh.
Which I thought was kind of cool. It's run by Joel Sylvie, aka Boris Graham.
Yeah.
Probably not a big fan of his, but you know, you're probably not a big fan of his, but we won't go there.
No,
because I can
Joel,
see it on your face.
No, I don't have a problem with Joel. I know Joel. I mean, Knox introduced me to Joel. He's not a bad guy. I've never crossed paths with him. I barely know the guy, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm a big fan. I don't know the guy.
And you know, I decided that DRW is where I want to plant my feet because it's a new place. It's a place that I've never really gotten to do anything. Plus, I got a couple more minutes, and I want to go ahead and talk about this. There's somebody there who I'm waiting for him to say yes.
Who?
Torrance.
Torrance said yes. He said he wants you.
No, I want him to say yes. I don't want him to be forced into the match. I don't want him to say it on paper. I want him to come out and say it. I want him to cut a promo that's worthy of me sitting down and reading. You know, and speaking of reading promos, yes, I did a video promo the other day, but I did it for a reason because it got inspired by Christian Rainey. Let me go ahead and shoot on that a little bit. I am from the old school. I am from the day where there was no video promo.
Yeah.
There was no video promo. And some of these promos, the promos are getting better, you know, more lengthy, but I came from a day to where if you did not cut a promo with at least 300 words of dialogue where the character is speaking,
yeah,
you didn't make the cut. You lost your match. So when I was running, I think it was GWF, I was Jim Foster, I was like a 500 word dialogue minimum. And people like Ryan Pedigo?
The Ryan Pedigo, yeah. You got kids, it's understandable, dude. I'm not hating on you. The fans over the 89 episodes I've done have heard background noise, fighting, yelling, screaming. They've heard it all. I've walked away from the show and left it running while I had to go deal with life. It's nothing. I got you.
But, you know, I need to put stuff. My back is hurting.
Anyway, we got 5 minutes left, so we're gonna close this out strong. We're gonna run the whole 5 minutes. I promise you, we're gonna run the whole 5 minutes. You know,
Shoot the thrill.
I'm going to shooting from the hip right here. You brought up is it GWF?
Yes.
GWF. I've heard a lot about GWF.
Originally it was Mountquist. I took over as Jim Foster, then I brought GW to 2.0 in Reborn, and then I shut it down recently.
GWF. I heard a lot about it. Miguel was there, right? Miguel told me a lot.
The newest 2.0, yes.
Yeah, Miguel told me about it. Coles told me about it. Rainey's let me know somewhat about it. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot. Honestly, in my honest opinion, I'd love to see GWF come back. But, I mean, it's totally up to you. I see you shaking your head no, but it's totally up to you.
I like being a competitor.
I feel you. I like being a competitor, but I don't like being a competitor in my own Fed. It makes me feel bad. I would love to find somewhere that's not the same Fed everywhere I go. Because HOPW and EWC, sorry guys, you pushed the same fucking people. Yes, I said the F word on my own podcast. It's my podcast. Shut the hell up, fans. Anyway. As we continue, this is kind of an off-the-topic thing, but I've been getting everybody's opinions on it, and I don't really know how you feel, so I'm curious to pick your brain about it, and you may shoot me down right away. Have you heard about the Bruce/Caitlyn Jenner thing?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so earlier today,
I don't have an opinion. Let's move on.
You don't have an opinion. Oh,
I don't have an opinion.
Good. It's better not if you don't, because it's very controversial, and I don't want my podcast shut down.
It's not my business.
It's no okay. I got you.
Let that person do what he wants to with his life.
It's his freedom, I guess. I got you. Anyway, back on the EFED topic as we are going to close out. You're in DRW full time, right? Full time.
Yes.
Full time. You heard it here.
I look to make DRW my home, and to really plant my feet there, and to take bookings elsewhere, and be in other feds. But just know this: if I don't get pushed somewhere else, I'm getting pushed to DRW. Thank you, Kevin.
Earlier tonight at Smashdown, we saw you make your epic DRW return. You costed Aaron Youngblood and Judas Insanity their tag match, and you helped Steve Starkiller Smith and Stoner pick up the win after the Lions did bam mid-ring, and then Steve Starkiller Smith with the Starkiller press. What's up with that, man? I mean, can you give us a little bit of a...
That was a beautiful thing to watch. Steve has got a great Starkiller press. That was beautiful to watch. It's something I've been wanting to see for a very, very long time in person. And I like Steve a lot.
You got a front row seat to that beautiful move.
I'll tell you what, that kid going to the stars.
He's got the chance at a lifetime when he goes one-on-one with Aaron Youngblood for the Undisputed title June 21st, and live from the Taylor Dome.
If he doesn't win, I said too much.
We'll move on with that. Steve Starkiller Smith, he's a great kid. I love the cat. Great dude to talk to. He's funny as all get out, man. He's hilarious. Aaron Youngblood. Let me get your thoughts on Aaron Youngblood.
I like Aaron. Wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. Aaron Youngblood, historic win over Stoner for the Undisputed title. Defended it versus his brother in Zach's last match in DRW. They stole the show. They closed the show in a very impressive showing. Aaron Youngblood, just a huge cat. Zach, let me get your thoughts on Zach.
Zach Zero?
Zach Zero.
Not
Z-Tech.
Not Chris Zero.
Not Chris Zero. Oh! Damn! Shots fired.
I like Zach.
Let's be honest. I'm calling it right here on the podcast. I was the first Zero.
I like Zach. I like Zach a lot. I think the Z-Tech idea is really cute. And I think that if V-Tech really wants to push the whole Z-Tech idea and make Zach Z-Tech, he needs to not make him a clone. He needs to make sure that he's training him, not making him a clone. But that's my thoughts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have been a part of something special here on DRW Radio 89. Thank you, DeLeon, for joining us. I hope to have you back for another episode.
I hope so too. Maybe
we will see you June 20th on the pre-show of Final Face Off. Thank you guys, and good night.